Hey, what's going on, you guys? What's going on? This is your girl, Kwamia, but for those that can't pronounce my name, you can call me Q Kwa or either Queen. Welcome to another season of Pillow Talk with the Tea podcast. Yes, as I always say, listen, we are back. This is season 5. Yes, season 5, episode 3. But at this point, I'm about to stop counting because your girl got so many episodes coming for you guys. As I know I've been away for so long and been on an extended hiatus, and I know you guys like, where is the queen? Where is she at? And where is our tea that we could sip on? So now we have another episode. Along with another episode, we have an amazing, beautiful guest in the building that's coming to the Pillow Talk with the Tea family just to give us and spill some tea with us as we sipping it. So her name is Nasha. Tell the people who you are and, get them a little tea about yourself.
All right. So, hi, guys. My name is Nasha. I am from Jersey. I have Jersey in the house. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in these damn mountains in the Poconos. So, I too have a podcast. I'm trying to think. My podcast is a self-help podcast because I am batshit crazy, and I think in order to fix crazy, you gotta be crazy, okay? So
that part.
I done been through some things, y'all, and I'm new to my podcast world, and I'm just so honored to be here. So please pardon me if I am nervous. I'm getting a little sweaty over here.
It is okay. It is okay. This is a free, no judgment zone. This is be who you are. This is, I don't care if you new, in between, advanced, or under the table. Long as you are who you are and you who you want to be, I'm good with that. But we definitely welcome you to Pillow Talk with the Tea. So tonight's topic that we are going to speak on is called Love in the Distance, which the title of the show will call When I Think of You. So when I say love in the distance, I'm talking about long distance. Now, are you a long distance relationship person?
Honestly, see, I love. So I feel like no matter the distance, if we're gonna make it work, we're gonna make it work. Especially if my partner is just as in it as I am, then absolutely. Do I think it's gonna be difficult? Yes. You have to definitely put in the time, make time. Because, they say out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. So you kind of have to always remember the end goal, what you both are working towards.
True indeed. I definitely agree. I agree with that. So I've been a no to the long distance forever.
Yeah.
I really have. It's like I tried it not once but twice, and I was like, no, this is not for me. I am the type of woman where I need you close nearby. I need that accessibility. I need for you to be able to come to my house, me come to yours. I need for us to be able to meet and greet wherever we need to, close proximity. I was just saying no, because it's like, listen, and my sex drive being to 1,000, I'm like, no, I need you there.
True. So, I didn't think about that. See, I'm in a relationship, and when you put it in that light, if my man was to come to me and be like, look, babe, like the job say I got to transfer cross country, but this is what, it's going to help us in the long run, it wouldn't be like oh no, But I'm already in it, so I think I would just do it. But at that moment, it's like you say, I guess I'll be pulling out my rose every freaking 30 minutes. It's one of those type things where it's you gotta love on you a lot.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. So, and I said, I tried it once, I tried it twice, but fortunately, like they say, like in baseball, you try it 3 times, 3 strikes, you out. With this part, I was 3 strikes and in, because with the relationship I am in with one of my partners, he is about 6 hours away, and I decided to do a long distance thing. And listen, let me give you disclaimer. Everyone don't have this ability with me. So don't think because I gave it with one, everybody have a chance. I'm putting it out there. Right. No, it was him. It was the person himself who actually changed my heart and my mind when it came to long distance. And like you said, and like you even said, you got to pull out that rose if you already in it, and to the point where it's like, what you gonna do? You ain't gonna say no. You already in it. You invested time, energy, probably money. So your heart is already emotion. You ain't gonna say no, we gotta break up.
You're going to do it. You're going to do it. And then it's one of them things where it's like you're you're testing your relationship at that moment. Because my mother, aunt, one of them, they always told me that it's easy to be a person's friend to their face. It's easy to be my spouse when I'm in close proximity, but you know what matters is how you are behind my back. So it's like you kind of have to have that trust in your relationship, that trust in your partner, and that confidence in yourself too. Because I know for me, like, I'm a confident female. I can sit here in my brown skin today, you know, my 40 years of age, and I can tell you I love me. It took me a long time to get here, but I love me, you know. And even with loving me, I still, you know, get a little woo-woo sometimes. And, you know, and I live with my partner, so it's like, you may hold up, you know. So I can only imagine being 6 hours away and things like that. Are you guys, if you don't mind me asking, are you still with him?
Yes, so yes, definitely I'm still with him. What? I'd be crazy if I wasn't. Listen, it's too many frogs I had to kiss before I got this. Like, right. I'd be crazy. I would listen, and it was to the point was we started talking at first, then I the one that ended. It wasn't because of long distance, and long distance was just a smick of the situation, but it was just the fact of what he was at the beginning. He kept throwing the word friend at me, like vomiting friend at me, and I'm like,
what does that mean?
I'm like, friend, I'm not trying to be your friend, sir. I am trying to slide up and down your pole. What is you keep saying the word friend to me? As you keep saying it, you're pushing me back. So I end up basically cutting it off, and then 6 months or a few months, almost probably close to 8, maybe a year later, fast forward, it's like I couldn't get him out my system, and he's not a bad guy. He is an amazing, incredible man. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And that was probably one of the things and multiple things that actually kept me to have him, you know, on my mind and in my spirit. I couldn't get him out of my system. I had a dream about him one night, as me being the obedient of the universe and the signs and the angels and God's above. I was being obedient, and I said, God said to move, I moved.
Right.
So in regards to that, I called him when I woke up. I didn't even brush my teeth yet. I called him. And of course, my number had changed since the last time we actually talked. So, you know, people don't normally answer their phone for a number they don't have stored.
Right. I know I don't.
Yeah. So I left a voicemail, which I already knew his move because that's how I am. So I'm like, let me leave a voicemail. When he listened to it, he gonna know it's the queen. Right. So he listened to it. He ended up hitting me back. I don't know, for some reason I left my phone for a second, 2.5 seconds. He called me. He left a voicemail. Did he leave a voicemail or did he leave a text? One of them. But I ended up calling him back since he now knew it was me. Right. And we had a long conversation. We ended up basically spilling each other's guts, and I told him about my dream and just was telling him how I still was thinking about him, vice versa with him. And boom, fast forward to this part where we're together. We made it official. And
oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's the person who actually changed my heart and my mind to it, because he is worth it. And not only that, we are, and when people say how, because you ask me how we do it, creativity, imagination, a lot of video, texting, calling, sexing. Absolutely. A lot of those things. And then my love language is quality time and physical touch. And he understands that. So when I tell him I need sexy time, he knows what that means.
Okay.
Yes.
And I bet, it helps to have a partner that hears you, that you don't have to, not so much, you don't have to give them the play-by-play book, You give them a little bit of a little sneak peek, and they just go from there, and that really does help. So absolutely. Good for you. That is so good.
And I think because I didn't really have to give him the play-by-play book, because he is well experienced in the game. He's older than I am. You know, he been married twice. He did this thing called life, you know, past birthday just passed for 54 years. So, but don't look
He's
it
well
though.
seasoned.
Yeah, he's well seasoned. My silver fox. That's my silver.
There you go.
Yes. I love it. I love the beat. Ooh. Yes, honey.
Well, that glow. Listen here. Anyone that make you glow like that, girl, is a keeper. Okay. As you was all lit up over there on that camera. You see.
But the thing is, I don't believe I had to give him that. What it is that he does pay attention in regards when it comes to me, because of course I'm another different woman than anybody he dated or was married to. So of course he paying attention to my mannerisms. He knows when my energy is low, when something wrong. He listens to that. He knows it in my voice. And I love a man who pays attention. I love a man who could intellectually have fuck my mind before he fuck my mind. Because
once that's unlocked, it's like the floodgates are opened, you know?
I'm like, take me, daddy, take me.
Turn on. It really is. It is such a turn on.
It is. It's like you be like, take me, daddy, take me. The floodgates is all yours.
You can have whatever you like, sir.
Whatever you like, whatever you want.
And a lot of these men don't realize that. They think that they have to, pull out all the stops and, all types of crazy nonsense. It's like, baby, just get me up here,
Exactly. And then also another thing that, besides the intellectual conversations, and he stimulates my mind, but two other things is, I like a man that I could learn from, that could teach me things, because he learned from me too. So it's not like he's saying he know everything. So, but I like the fact that because he's well seasoned in the game and the years of experience. Yes. I like the fact that he could teach me a lot of things. And when he speaks, I listen because I'm learning. He teaching me. It's something that also that I'm attracted to him because of those one of the elements I am attracted to him. But also another thing is, but besides the whole thing of intellectual and besides the other thing of this teaching me, but the fact is that he makes me laugh.
Yes. Someone that you could just be a kid with, because that's what it is about, It is so hard being an adult, with these adult responsibilities, and you have these little people looking up to you and all eyes on you at all times. When you find that person where you can just be a kid with and just laugh until your belly hurts, it's an amazing thing.
It is. And really I love it. I love it. And it's so funny because he is such a character. And he makes so many different type of voices. And it's like, listen, babe, this whole show is not going to be about you. But
I don't know. I don't know.
But I don't mind. I don't mind. But and it's like, it's so funny because sometimes when he makes me laugh, or he do make me laugh, he be like, I didn't do anything. Or he like, oh, you about to pee on yourself. He's like, it's probably a little tinkle. I'm like, what? I'm not peeing on myself. And I'm not about to pee on myself.
You get a kick.
It'd be so funny.
That is so sweet.
But
that's so sweet.
But yeah, with long distance or love in the distance, I feel like it can work if you definitely want it to work and you are with the right person.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm telling you, he changed my mind because I was like, no.
I ain't doing it.
I'm not doing it. You gotta be close to me. You gotta be in proximity. I need to know I can reach and touch you. But you know what? The feeling is really good too, because that also keeps the individuality of just like, okay, we have our time together, whatever way we gonna have it. But it's also he allowed me to have my me time and stuff like that. And it's like, you don't have to worry about somebody all on your neck like this.
That is important. Like people think that because you're in a relationship, it's like it's a we, and that's all good and dandy when it's a we moment. But it's like, well, what do you like? What does he do in his alone time? If it's texting you every 5 minutes you're away, I'm sorry, baby girl, but that ain't it. So it's one of them things where that's a great thing, because you have to know who you are and what you like and who you are separately. So that way, when you do come together, benefit, it's not you're looking for something in him and vice versa. And now you're just escaping everything that's happening on the inside of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But also, creativity, as we talk, it plays a big
yes.
part.
Tell me that. Like, what do you mean? Like little pop-up gifts or like,
But yeah, just have an imagination, creativity, and just like, okay, just like you say, pop-up gifts, or just deciding to be virtual sexual together, romantic, or a little virtual dinner. Even though it's probably over the phone or video, but you still could do the things if you was in front of him. Sexy dances and getting dressed up and sending him stuff, or either or just he be on a video and he's seeing you come out and with the sexy on and you dancing for him. Just being creative. You have to, because it will get bored, it will get dull, and you will like, oh shit, this not working. But that also stimulates your creativity. Could affect is when you guys do end up getting together.
Yes.
That you guys are both creative and that it's going to be even more different and elevated and different things going to come out. So
it's like, the experiences, the groundwork is there, but each experience is just bringing you guys closer and closer. It's like, it's a win-win, if you ask me. That's what it seems like. It seems like it's a win-win. It's kind of like, now you said that you're 6 hours away, right?
Yeah, because he's in Virginia and I'm in New Jersey.
Now, will this 6 hour difference, is this like a forever thing? That's
a good question. Just hold up. Just ask that question again, just in case he's listening. And
so is the 6 hour difference, is that a forever thing? Are we relocating soon?
Listen, it's so funny that you said it, because I remember me and him having a conversation, even at the beginning, before I even broke it off and before we reunited. I was like, I'm not moving to Virginia. I'm not doing that. Like, Virginia is not a place that I would want to like settle down or be in. But now,
right.
Now, listen, the energy is different. It's different. Listen, we'll talk about that when that bridge get there. But the thing is, I have to be cautious too, because I don't have one partner. I have two partners.
Okay. Now, when you say that, so like a poly thing, polyamory?
It is.
So, and they both know about each other.
Absolutely.
How does that work? I mean, honestly, okay, so I forget where it was. I don't know. It could have even been like a TV show. But they said monogamy was unnatural, right? And they said it's impossible to look for everything in one person. And it's so funny, because I said this to my boyfriend the other night. We were laying down, and he's my everything, but he's not. He's not my everything, but he makes up a lot of good things, Yeah. So it's one of them things where I get polyamory. I don't know if I could do it, because I'm very jealous. I'm Scorpio. And it's one of them things where it's like, I want you when I want you. And they're probably going to want you when I want you. And that's going to be an issue.
It is so funny, because my other partner is a Scorpio.
Oh, how does that work?
It's good. It's not even because I think the reason why it's good, because me and him know and be best friends for at least like 17 years before we even got into an intimate relationship. So, and we know each other. He already knew I won't say desire, but my thoughts about me being open to wanting to expand myself into being poly.
Right.
So he understood, he knew my why, he knew my reasoning, he knows the definition. He definitely knows that it's more than just sex. It's not just about sex.
Oh no,
So yeah.
it's like a go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no,
What
no,
were you going to
go
say?
ahead.
It's definitely not a sexual thing. I see it as like an understanding. Like,
Mhm.
you know, it's an intimate thing because you don't have to be intimate with a person to have, like, sex and intimacy are two totally different things, you know? So
Absolutely.
it's like it's intimacy on a whole nother level. And then, like, so are you guys all like interactive together? Like, you guys go on dates and things together, or is it like a separate thing?
So the thing is, right now, it's a separate thing right now. Yeah. So, but it will end up eventually being an all together thing. We'll see. It's something we communicate about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
one thing I love about it is the fact that the communication is so open, transparent, no secrets, and
And that's
trust.
so real.
And it's like the vulnerability of each individual person is safe with one another.
Yes. Like, you know, you can say something and it stays there. It's not going to be like thrown back at you,
Exactly.
or, you know, it's just a safe space. You know, so earlier today, my boyfriend and I, because we just moved in with each other, we've been dating for 2 years, and we are now, for a month now, we've been living together, and we've been at each other's throats. You hear me? I mean, it's been more good than bad, of course, you know, but it's one of them things I know that once we get over the hill, we'll be smooth again. And the growing pains are a little uncomfortable. Like, he says to me today, I don't like how you talk to me. And I was like, well, what do you mean? And, you know, he's like, I don't like how you talk to me. And it made me, like, I had to sit there and like check myself, because at first I was like, well, how dare he?
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking this to myself, like, how dare he, you know, tell me how to speak, or this or that and that. And I had to like really sit with myself and be like, okay, Nasha, stop being a little bitch. This man is trying to effectively communicate with you. Now you be the same bitch talking about some, oh, how come you don't tell me how you know? So yeah, that's amazing. Really, communication is key. And it takes more than just talking. You have to be able to listen to what that person is saying.
To listen, to understand. Because steady listening to just to respond. I love the fact that they both listen to understand, and that they allow me to be me, and they don't judge me for if the days I feel like I'm depressed, or I'm not my best self, or something is off or wrong. It's like they more wanting to nurture me and take care of me more than trying to judge me and say, what is going on? I can't deal with this. And like, that's so refreshing to me, because me dealing with other people, it was like, I didn't really get that as much. And it was like, that's not what I don't want that, because I didn't come from that. I came from, a family, or even men. Like, my grandfather was my biggest male role model to show me what a man is supposed to treat me, and how he's supposed to treat me physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, pulling out the chair, the doors, all that good stuff. So it was like, knowing the fact when I started dating, I'm like, yeah, this is not what I grew up knowing. This is not what I'm signing up for. But of course, we still stay in it. And it's like,
because I feel like at that time we don't know what it is to be in feminine energy. We don't know what it is to, because we're in a society where if a woman requires something from a man, she's a gold digger, right? If she says, hey, I need X, Y, and Z from you, they say, especially if material things are involved, she's a gold digger. It's like, well, no, how dare you? Because it is our right as a woman is to receive. We give life, right? We are as close to God as any other, human walking this earth. So it's one of them things where it's like, that is our right. And it is so sexy and so refreshing to be with a partner, or your case, partners who allow you to operate in your feminine energy. Because as Black women, it is so easy for us to operate in that, oh, I got it, I can do it, super superwoman. If strength is my biggest flex, I don't want it. Being strong, I don't want it. You know?
No.
It's like $100 for you. Good for you, girl.
Absolutely. Listen, I love it. And you say the key word where being with someone allows you to be in your feminine energy. And I love that because that's something, again, that I wasn't always able or capable to do.
Right.
And knowing the fact that I'm able to do it, not with one, but two, it's like, I'm over here on cloud nine. It's like, damn, hell yeah. And it's like, and it's like that. It's like that sense of freedom, and it's like not only just with yourself, but also with your partner or your partners. And it's like, wow, this is what it is. This is what love is. This is what being with someone feels like. It's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be difficult. It's not supposed to be challenging. It's supposed to be breezy, easy as sunshine, sunny morning. And I love it. And not saying that people like relationships and marriage is not going to have rough challenges or things to deal with, but because you guys flow in that motion and elevation and everything is aligned and you allow one another to be free, vulnerable, transparent, and comfortable in who you truly are, it allows so when difficulties do arrive, you can smooth it out easily.
There's a simple, hey, I didn't like what you said, or even in the heat of the moment, you may not talk about it right then, but the next time you come back together, hey, what was that? Let's talk about that. And then you move on. You know, it's not one of those you're keeping tally or, you know, or I'm going to get you back. You know, it's none of that because love is not painful and vindictive and hurtful like that.
Nope.
You know?
It's not at all. And it's so funny because I even have it on my wall when you come into my door entry. It's like, love is patient, love is kind.
It is.
And it's so true because it's even something like with one of my partners, he'd be like, just please be patient with me. Just please be patient with me. And it's something that my past self would be like, but it's like me now being 41 and me being older and experiences that I have throughout the years that I have, I'm like, you know what? I am going to be patient with him because he's worth the patience. He's worth me being patient for. So for that, I'm going to be patient because I know if it was vice versa or turned around, he definitely would be patient for me. And not only that, but I love the fact that they allow me, even though we say this word, they allow me to be the strong queen and woman that I am. Me having that strong voice. When I say strong, meaning being boisterous and having my opinion and having my ideas, and they allow me to explore that without feeling like I'm stepping over them or trying to take the lead or whatever. So they respect the fact that they give me the room and create the environment for me to be submissive. Stance means fall into my feminine energy, as well as for me to have my voice and be boisterous.
And that's an amazing thing because at that moment you're able to operate in your true authentic self. You know, you're able, and if you're not operating in that, you're able to at least get there. You know, you're working towards getting there. And that's where true ascension comes from. It's just interdependence, you know?
Absolutely.
Oh, good for you. That's an amazing thing.
Thank you.
It really is. And it will then, that love and the benefits of that love will then trickle into other areas of your life.
And it does. It really does. And I do see it because not only do it trickles like in my other areas of my life of me being a mother, me just being a person, a human being, a woman, me being a sister, a daughter, and just me being a businesswoman, entrepreneur, and just, you know, all around a great podcaster. It really does. It touches every element of parts of me, which I'm like, wow, I love it. And listen, and not only that, but so love in the distance as well. Not only do you have to be creative, not only you have to be accepted to it, not only do you have to be able to be with the person that, you know, matches you and matches the elevation of making you a better version of yourself. But I feel like being love in the distance of a long distance relationship is, I think, the greatness to it too, besides creativity. But I think like when it's time for you to go and see them and you getting on that plane and you're going to travel to see them and you know you're about to see your baby. Like,
girl, Girl, my stomach just went down like I was going down a roller coaster as soon as you said that. Oh my goodness. Like that kind of excitement is just so overwhelming for me. It's so overwhelming. And I have anxiety bad. I'm not gonna say I suffer from anxiety because everyone has anxiety, but just that alone. What I don't know if I could handle that though, because our bodies. So I remember I read in a book, they say that when you get butterflies, right, it's your body's way of saying that something isn't right.
Yeah.
We associate butterflies with, oh my gosh, excitement, right?
Yeah.
So at that moment, knowing what I know about that and my body responding, it would make me a nervous wreck. In a good way, in a great way, but I would then start to like second doubt everything. Well, is this my body's reaction? Is it a red flag moment? Because I'm psycho like that,
Yeah.
Because things go so well, are you waiting for the other shoe to drop? Or are you just like kind of going with it?
Yeah, I'm not the whole waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm just not with that. Like,
good. Because
it's like you're questioning the true intentions, what God had brought into your life. So I'm not going to question someone, where if anybody know me, he personally knows me.
Yeah.
And so he knows what I've been through. He knows what I deserve. He knows what I need. He knows what I want. So if anything, who am I to question him, knowing the fact he knows what I've been through, and at this point, what I've done to work on myself, to heal myself, to get to the better place and version in my life, that I could truly say I am finally living and not surviving. And and to the point where it's like, it's time for my daughter to have love. It's time for my daughter to be loved and to be in love and feel what love is, not just from the experience of her father and her grandfather, but for a partner I created in life and brought into this world so they could be able to be together. So it's like the whole shoe to drop is like I'm questioning the universe intentions of why we even together, and I truly not to dare to do that. And it's just like even someone on TikTok who was asking me about my relationship. For some reason, it seemed like when people end up knowing that I'm in a poly relationship, it seemed like some way, shape, or form, they may not say it, but the questions they ask, it goes in basically to trust. First of all, the question you asking is basically if I trust any of my partners when I am not around them, to say if they are doing something with someone else or not. If I have to question my partners, then I should not be with my partners.
Absolutely.
Because that's not trust to me.
And that just doesn't come with just being a poly relationship. That's in a regular two people relationship.
But that's what happens a lot in monogamy relationships, though. It seems like in a lot of monogamous relationships, a lot of people who are in monogamy relationships, they question each other's ability of can they trust one another and
you shouldn't be with the person. And this is crazy for me. So in my younger day, would I go through your phone? Absolutely. And did I always find something? Absolutely. Ask 40-year-old Nasha if you're going through somebody's phone. Absolutely the hell no.
I know.
No. Because if I have to go through your phone, then that means I don't trust you. Where's the peace in our relationship?
Thank you.
It's like one of them things. You're looking for something. You're constantly looking, and you trust and believe you're going to find, and you're not going to be happy when it is what you find.
Yeah.
So I hear you there. I definitely do.
Yeah, because it's like when a person was asking me that, I say, well, I say that's like you coming in already with the doubt of trust. Yep. And then she was like, well, I'm not trying to be in no poly relationship. I say you being in a poly relationship or no poly relationship, or me trying to, I'm saying, first of all, because I guess she tried to come off like if I was trying to talk her into being poly. Girl, I can't never talk to somebody to be a poly. I'm not walking around here being the billboard, the campaign, or the advocate for poly community. That's not who I am. So I told her that. I said, hold up. not trying to talk you into being, I say what I'm doing is answering your question, and I'm answering the state. I'm basically revising the statement that you said, because what you said to me is like you already going into whatever it is with a doubt of trust. So you have to go in it questioning, if this person going to do something that's already, you're not going in with full trust. First of all, I think you should trust someone until they give you a reason not to.
Absolutely. And I feel like that too. It's one of them things where it's like, if I have to walk around and constantly worry about who's friend or who's foe, I'm not really living. I'm detecting. I'm a freaking walking detector at that moment. You know, and it's like, that's no way to live. You have to be able to let your guard down, because loving someone truly means to really love them. I mean, you go head first. You know, you go head first. And even at this age of 40, I'm going to love like I've never loved before.
Absolutely.
Because every love is different, you know? And it's one of those things, you're only cheating yourself.
That's true. And the thing is like, but when people start asking me certain questions, it already tells me and shows me who they are. And it makes me saddened, because it's like, for me to not only have one, but two, and to experience this true freedom of what genuine, organic, unapologetic love to embrace, and to actually, not only that, because I also heard someone stated that, a young lady stated, she said that she said she never felt free, or she never felt free enough to be vulnerable while having sex. With the partner. And I say, wow.
That's heartbreaking.
It is heartbreaking, because it's like, basically you telling me, and even if it is past experience that may have, or even if it may not, but it's like, what I said in the comments was like, I wish one day you get able to experience, to have, and to be free, and be vulnerable while being made love to in the same state, because that's the most wonderful experience that any individual can actually have and experience. So it just tells me a lot about a lot of people when it comes to the fact of, when they ask me certain questions about my relationship, and when they come in with the doubt or trust, when they come in with the fact that they're not even free in their own self, or other in relationships, or past, or never experienced what freedom and vulnerability to be in that relationship, with the mix of dose of having an intimate relationship or sex with the partner. So it's like, you can't come for me, boo.
They really can't.
You ain't even near what close to the freedom that I'm experiencing,
because they're still on and that mindset of relationship. It's very ego. Where you are in your relationship and where I feel I am in my relationship is very spiritual.
Exactly.
And it's so different.
It's so different that it's like a spiritual, orgasmic type experience.
It's amazing. And I feel like you don't find that with just any random person. You find that with your people, like the people that you are meant to experience those experiences with. I don't believe in coincidences. I used to, but nothing is coincidence. And nowadays with everyone, I'm not going to use the term woke. Oh God, I'll get canceled before I even get started. But like everyone is waking up spiritually, especially our people, you know. And you know, sex is a very serious thing.
It is.
The manifestation and the spiritual, that energy that you're interacting with during that, you have no idea what they're playing with out there. They have no idea. So it's like, if you don't trust someone, you shouldn't be laying down with them.
Not at all. Not at all.
And that's whether you're in a relationship with yourself, a relationship with one other person, two other people, three, it doesn't matter.
Exactly. And that's the same way how I feel. And it was just like, even I had stated, I say, listen, if I have to doubt the trust of my partners, I would not be with them.
Yep. Wait.
I divorced my ex-husband just because he cheated on me one time. So I'm not that type of person that's going to stay with someone and I'm gonna have some lick of doubt, or just an ounce or 2 inches of centimeters or whatever of doubt or trust, because that's
nonsense.
That's nonsense. That's not who I am. And no one is going to make me or create me to mentally be someone that I'm not. I'm not an insecure person that thinking about, hey, what is he doing? What is he doing over there? Or he could be talking to somebody. No, I believe what my partner said to me, because they never given me no reason for me to doubt them or not trust them, because what they said to me, they always was doing. Until they do something different, then guess what? Deuces.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to sit in it and be like, oh my God, what he doing, who he's with, when he's coming back, is he really where he at? I can't be put in that.
You have no life. You have no life at that moment.
Yeah.
Because you should spend that time, women out there around the world, men out there around the world, if you have that much time to put into someone else, put that energy into yourself.
Exactly.
Because best believe, baby, that's detective work right there, and that's
too much. That's too much time. It's too much energy. It's draining.
Do it for yourself.
It's sick. It will make you sick.
Yes, physically. Literally. It's a true definition of insanity. Because you know he or she ain't no damn good. So it's like, what do you think is going to happen next time? They're going to change? So it's like, invest that time into yourself. Love yourself, because when you love yourself, you don't put up with that type of bullshit.
Come on now, exactly. Okay. And then it was so crazy because, well, I won't say crazy, but it was an aha awakening moment for them, because they was like, oh damn, the way she just laid that and just dropped that gem, like y'all don't know who y'all talking to. Like, let me tell you who you talking to. Let me tell you who I am. Like, no. Like,
love you, baby.
Yeah, like, cool. Give me the questions that you want to give me, but you can have those doubtful questions, and I will answer them. And I'm gonna answer them as nice and sweet, but I'm gonna let you know, and I'm gonna put an exclamation and a period at that motherfucker.
Screenshot of it. Screenshot it.
But yeah, so I feel like with the love and the distance, it definitely just visiting. You know, traveling. Like, this will be my second time going to see him. I can't wait.
That's gonna be exciting.
Yes. So for Valentine's,
the weather's weird. So hopefully you'll get like a weird spring day. The weather has been so weird.
It has been, but you know what? When I actually spent because I spent Christmas with weekend with one, then I spent the New Year's Eve weekend with the other one, and it's like when I went to VA, it was like one day it was like a spring summer, because it was like when I got there, it was at night. I got there the night before. The next day it was like raining, gloomy, but then it's like as I was there, the sun started coming out. That Sunday it was like a springtime blossom sun, and we were so beautiful. We went outside to the park and started taking pictures and just having an amazing time and just going to do different things. And I love the fact that now I'm going to my second time, because it's Valentine's, but of course I have to split my Valentine's up. But you know, listen, you make time.
You double the gifts though.
I know, that's true too. You were so funny. You so funny. You like, hold on, wait, double the gifts.
Yes.
Listen, yes. I do hear you. It's like, I'm not really caring about the gifts, even though I love the gifts. I really like the fact that the time that I'm spending with them, that's what I'm looking forward to. And even though I do spend time with them on a regular day, but it's Valentine's Day. Like,
it's like love on steroids, you know?
Yes, exactly.
It's love on steroids. Like, why would you want to act a fool for the people you love on Valentine's?
Exactly. And I have something
I don't think I would be this enthusiastic if I were single, but I'm not.
And listen, I have something planned for both of them. I really do. And it's like not on top of that, but I also they have something planned. Both of them have something planned for me. So I'm just curious to see. And they don't want to tell me what it is. So I'm like, ooh. I love surprises. I know people that don't like surprises, but it's like, why you not like surprises? You're corny.
I mean, I don't, but I do. Like, I want to know that you got me something, but I don't want to know what it is.
See, exactly. And it's like, I'm not going to ask them, like, what could it be? What it is? Give me a hint, because I want to be wowed and surprised and the really great. So, absolutely. Oh my God, this conversation has been amazing. But tell us about the podcast, Life Spice Podcast. Tell us what
Life
the podcast is
Spice
about.
Podcast. So it's a podcast. I talk about everything, like all the spices of life. Think about it. Like, life would be so boring if we were all the same, right?
Yeah.
It's the spices of who we are that make up this experience called life.
Yes.
Our depression, our anxieties, you know, our relationship, our family, all types of stuff. And I've always wanted to start a podcast, but I didn't have what I wanted to talk about, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been through some stuff, girl. I've been through some shit. And I'm just so happy and so proud of the person that I am today. And my grandfather died last year.
Oh,
and
my
I took
condolences.
my bereavement. Thank you. He was a great man. When I tell you that man, he was a great man. He really was. So I took my bereavement from my job, which is you get 3 days off pay. I took my bereavement and I said, you know what? It was like when he died, all his strength kind of like went into me. So it was weird. It was so weird. Like, it was one of them things where he was my biggest fan. Like, my grandparents loved me. I was their first grandchild, and I was spoiled rotten. No one should be that spoiled.
That sounds familiar.
It is horrible, you know. So he loved me, and so when he died, it was like I got that razzle dazzle that he had for me, you know. And so I started my podcast. I had no idea what the hell I was doing, and I did 13 weeks straight, and I decided to take the first season, do it by seasons, and I wanted to go back and listen to my work and see where I get to fix and where like my strong points were and things like that. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm on my off season, or as you call it, the hiatus. Hiatus?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm on that. I'm thinking of coming back in April. I know I shouldn't be going too long, because when you're going too long, you're kind of like forgotten. I'm already, my social media presence is kind of like sketchy in a sense. Like, if you go on my page, it's like, well, who is she? You know? So I'm kind of trying to turn it around. I really don't know how to, honestly.
Listen, I can tell you, because I've been doing podcasting for about to be 4 years now. And I believe in taking a hiatus, taking a break, but also still staying relevant. I definitely would say keep yourself out there on a social media presence. To me, everything is content. Like, even if you're, say, like, for instance, you're going to work and you know you got on a badass outfit and you feeling good. That's 3 pictures right there. 3 pictures and 2 videos already right there. That's content. That's what you could post. And you also make sure you hashtag your podcast and put in the caption about your podcast. Hey, Spice Life Podcast coming back soon. Current seasons right now on Spotify and Apple. Put that make sure you put trending hashtags as well. Make your podcast a hashtag Spice Life, hashtag the Spice Life, hashtag Spice,
Okay.
Because I made sure I made different hashtags for my podcast so it stays trending. But also, I'm not sure if you probably you on social medias like that, but when you do go in there, besides checking your messages or seeing who's, live that you may, and even if you may not know them, but pop up on their panel. Be relevant in their comments, because that's an opportunity of people going to ask you, who are you? You know what I'm saying? What you do. That's an opportunity, like, hey, my name is such and such. I run this, I'm the founder, creator, host, and the Spice Life podcast on Apple, Spotify, all that. That gives people, that allows people that allows you to be in the forefront of people's frontal lobe.
Sure.
And that's how you could stay relevant while you on hiatus.
Right. You know where I struggle too? See, I have not taken the full bet on myself. Like, a lot of people are telling me, girl, you got to quit your 9 to 5. I'm just not that bold yet.
Yeah, I'm not doing it yet.
I'm just not that bold yet to
No.
quit my job.
No.
And don't get me wrong, yes, I know that hitting my feet to the pavement, I know that I could probably take off,
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I don't know. And that's what holds me back, is that I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with leaving my job.
Yeah. And if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it right now. My thing is, if your show isn't giving you full revenue that's the same way or more what you're receiving from your job, don't do it. Because I still have my regular corporate job that I still work from home, because since even the 3 years later with the pandemic, we've been home. So And I'm not going into nobody's office, I'm staying at home. So I'm still working my 9 to 5 or my 8 to 5 actually, and I'm still sitting here an entrepreneur, and I still do my podcast, and I'm a mother of a 22-year-old son. So no, you don't feel comfortable. My podcast, and if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it.
I can't. Mm-hmm.
And tell them to shut up. They don't know what they're talking about.
Well, that's a lot of it is people who are also like just starting their businesses too, and they have the leisure to
do that.
Their 9 to 5. And it's just like, well, listen, I need my 9 to 5.
Exactly. Everybody not as get blessed in that department as of yet as they are. You know what I'm saying? So they can't sit there and they can't put their journey or put you in their shoes when it can't work. It's not gonna fit. But definitely, I'm here if you ever need advice, girl.
Listen, I am so thrilled to be here. I've never done this, and it's everything to be able to hop on the phone with someone and just have a real experience. We don't know each other from Adam. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, of course, I listened to your podcast and I wanted to know who you were, and I felt we have a lot of things in common,
Yes.
And it's just your energy is so captivating.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate
everything.
Listen, we got so many things in common, because I am the first, and my cousins and them hate this, and my sister. I am the first grandchild, the first.
It is sickening. It is so sickening.
They be hating that now, because I make it be known. They be like, oh, here she go. But I was the one to open up the portal for all y'all to come.
Guys, y'all were made for me. For my entertainment.
Y'all was made for me, not me for you. How about that?
Yes, I tell them that all the time.
And me and my grandfather, we was like this, Bonnie and Clyde.
My grandfather.
Yes. I even have, which side is he on? Hold up. I even have him tattooed on my wrist.
That is such an amazing thing. There's just something about the love of a man, like your father, your grandfather, they're the men who show you how men are supposed to treat you. Mm-hmm. And, and when you find, men who don't match that, you're instantly like, whoa. Some of us try to, want to be captain, fix them, and realize the hard way that's just saying what it is.
Yeah.
But listen.
So you said the key word. We have to realize the hard way,
Yes.
And when we get it, and we like, this is not.
This is it. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
But you appreciate it. And it's not going to be easy. Anything worth having is not easy, but it is so worth it. Because it's definitely, I bet you and your partners, you guys had some uncomfortable conversations that made you feel kind of warm and tingly, and not in a good way.
Yes.
But in a triggering way, and you kind of have to yourself and realize, oh, that's a me problem.
Yeah.
Let me fix this within myself, because that's not their fault.
And sometimes my partners even read me, and I'm like, oh, I get so uncomfortable, because I'm like,
yes.
Oh, you could see that.
Yes.
And but then again, it's like, okay, but you could see that you're telling me about it, but you're still here. You ain't going nowhere. You okay with it. You're accepting to it. You love it.
Yes.
Because you're still here. And they even both told me, I'm not going anywhere.
Yes.
I don't care.
So sexy.
They always tell me that, because it's like, I think what it is that they see me in the beginning like worried. And they was like, listen, you need to delete that, to remove and dissolve whatever it is, because we're not going anywhere. And we need to let you know we're not going anywhere. We're not going to say it again, but if we have to, we will, but we're not going anywhere.
Like they're fully equipped for you, the person that makes up you.
Exactly.
And that's an amazing thing, because I know for myself and for my relationship, I am a difficult partner. And I don't mean to be. It's just like I'm mega OCD.
I am too.
Not of people, but of my environment. And I say to myself, I'm like, Nasha, this is his house too. And my partner, he's super clean. Don't get me wrong, but there's just certain things that,
you like it your way. You like it your way. You know it could be even extra super clean than what it is. And that's me, because even when during the week, that weekend, and it's like my partner, he ain't even had to ask me. He ain't had to give me a hint. He ain't even say nothing. I was in there cleaning up the whole house while he was in freaking at work.
Yep.
He came home, he seen it done. But that shows him like, damn, like she's the shit. She cleans my shit. I ain't even gotta say nothing. Mm-hmm. But that lets me know how she could take care of me. And she looks at my place like it's hers.
Yeah, that's important.
It is, girl. We could be here talking all day. But tell the people where they can find you at, what you got coming up and going on, and where they could be able to also, just support you continuously.
Well, here on Instagram, I'm at Baby I'm Blessed. Facebook, I'm at Nasha Fashaw. TikTok, I'm at Shay1 Kyra. And I actually, just working on my season 2 podcast, really. I really want to make that dope. I reached out to a freelancer on Fiverr for my cover work, but I want to switch all. I want to put my face on there. I want a little jingle.
Okay, you want to do a whole revamp.
Yep.
Yes, ain't nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with that. I feel like almost every year, every couple of years, you should do a revamp, because that shows the elevation and growth of where you started to where you're going and you're growing into. So
and I want people to see
I believe in revamps, honey.
Absolutely. Reinvent yourself as many times as it takes.
Yes.
And that's kind of like that's where it's at for me. I'm not so much reinventing myself. I've found myself, and I love her. She's an amazing woman, and I just hope that you guys get to grow and glow with me.
Absolutely. And then also tell the people where they could actually listen to your podcast at.
Oh, we are on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on Audible, and Spotify. That's Spotify? Mm-hmm. Spotify, Apple, Anchor. Yeah, that's it so far.
Okay, yes. So you guys, listen, PTWTT family, make sure you guys go check out the Spice Life podcast.
Life Spice.
Why did I turn the words around? Thank you. I say Spice Life, please. I meant to say Life Spice podcast, you guys. Listen, either way, spicing up your life should be spiced. No matter what, go listen to the damn podcast.
Right, you know where it's at.
Go listen to the damn podcast. You're going to spice up your life. Your life should be spicy.
Right.
Listen to Life Spice podcast on Spotify, Audible, and you say Apple. And please go follow her on all social media platforms across the board. And continue to show love and support, because she is now part of the PTWTT family.
Y'all gonna be seeing it.
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate you for accepting my invitation, for coming through and having this amazing conversation and just being so unapologetically you and organic and just open. I love it.
Absolutely. So thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. And listen, PTWTT fam, you guys already know where you can find me at on all social media platforms across the board. You already know where you can go listen to your girl on all podcast platforms from Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeart, Pandora, Amazon, and everywhere is that I haven't named that is across the board. So make sure you guys go definitely check out. And I cannot wait for the season to drop so you guys could actually listen to us and hear us. And then also, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, because this is where you're going to see the amazing beauty of all the beauty that I have in the building is on the YouTube for video. So I can't wait to see you guys and see what you want to say, how you going to like the new season, and, you know, also support my guests that I'm having on the show. So as always, I appreciate you guys so much. And as I always say, don't be no shade to no one's light. Be the light to someone's shade. So I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you again, Nasha, for coming through. And make sure you guys go check out her podcast, because it is amazing. I did check out a couple of episodes, and I was like, okay, come through. She made yes, so you guys go do the same thing, and make sure leave reviews, because we love to hear what people got to say, what you guys, your opinion. It matters. You are the people that we do this for besides ourselves. So we want for you guys to leave reviews and comment, like, subscribe right down the bottom of the YouTube channel, and share it with your friends. So I appreciate you guys so much for another episode of Pillow Talk with the Tea podcast. This is your girl, and we're out. See you.